Red alert at Soldier Field. The Bears are playing with dynamite, and you don't know IT.first bomb, the crack in the offensive line that could make Caleb Williams implode. Was throwing away a proven soldier a tragedy or a masterstroke? Second, while rivals chase expensive weapons, Chicago is brewing a silent titan who knows the taste of rings. But who broke down in 2024? Genius or suicide? And third, save yourselves if you can. If the 10th draft pick is a monster at 6'5" with losing stats, who SIGNS off on incinerating another season? This is real, not theory. Will there be destruction or glory? The decision takes your breath away at Hollis Hall, and only you decide if you stay to watch the hell. Subscribe before the algorithm buries you. What will you do? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bears' offensive front is in earthquake mode. What just happened at Hollis Hall? Do they really think that letting go of Teven Jenkins, a warrior who fought for 4 years, was the right decision? I ask you. Because let me tell you, the news is official. Jenkins signed with the Cleveland Browns. Yes, the guard that Chicago moved around, who endured injuries and scheme changes, now shines in another city. And the Bears? Replacing him with Jonah Jackson, Joe Thuney, and Drew Dalman. Luxury or desperation? But hold on. This isn't just a goodbye to Jenkins. Not a single player from the 2021 draft remains on the roster. Can you imagine? Justin Fields, Larry Borum, Khalil Herbert, LL gone. What does this say about Ryan Poles' management? A bold reset or a ruthless purge? I'll tell you, Poles doesn't forgive. If you're not part of his vision, you're out. But, I repeat, is it wise to erase 4 years of developed talent? Let's talk about Jenkins. 38 games as a starter, but how many did he end up on the doctor's bench? Injuries followed him like a shadow. Now Cleveland is taking a chance on him. And Chicago prefers to invest in established names. Mistake or masterstroke? Because Thuney and Jackson come with pedigree, but Jenkins knew the essence of this team. Where is the loyalty? And here's the painful fact. The 2021 Bears draft is now ancient history. That class included Fields, Jenkins, even receiver Daz. Newsome, nitrogen monoxide 1 survived. Failure of previous scouting or controlled demolition by Poles? I throw the question to you. Do you prefer a GM who mercilessly cleans the past or one who builds on what's existing? And attention, fans! This isn't just a farewell. It's a message. The Bears are all in with Poles. Forget the Pace era. The experiments are over. Will it work? I warn you, in the NFC North, you either build with steel blocks or you collapse. Now, my strong argument. Should the Bears have KEPT Jenkins as a veteran backup? I say yes. In the NFL, depth is gold. And a man who played 38 games, though fragile, is worth more than a modest contract. Cleveland understood that. Chicago, in its obsession with reinventing itself, may have underestimated the value of continuity. And you Bears fans, do you think Poles is building a Super Bowl team or just accumulating soulless pieces? Leave us your opinion. Will you miss Jenkins or celebrate his departure? Enough games, Chicago. The Bears just made a move that's going to change everything. Did you hear that, fans? The front office isn't messing around. While the NFC North is buzzing with explosive signings, Ryan Poles and company made a decision. That, I'm telling you, is going to shake this division like a hurricane. First, some context, family. This week, Hollis Hall had visits from Nicole Harmon Jr. and Rondale Moore, 2 pure oxygen balls. Deadly speed, experience, kick return skills. But wait, what did the Bears do? They thanked them and signed a guy who has more All-Pro selections than both of them combined. Devin DuVernay, 2-time Pro Bowl return specialist, former Raven, and he's got a Super Bowl ring. Are you hearing me? Why is this big? Let me throw some numbers at you, folks. 12 yards per punt return, 24.9 on kickoff, TWO touchdown scored with pure speed. And he's not just a returner. 105 receptions, 977 yards, 71% catch rate. He's a double threat. And you know what else? The Packers signed Hardman, the Vikings signed Moore. But Chicago stole the most complete one. But wait, what happened with Dandre Carter? He went to Cleveland, yes. But did we swap a veteran for a titan of special teams? DuVernay was all-pro in 2021, friends. Carter never reached that height. I ask you, isn't this a clear upgrade for Hightower's team? Now, the debate, are the Bears building a team or a ticking time bomb? Look, DuVernay is coming off an injury in 2024, but in 2021, he was the king of returns. Imagine him alongside Zachos in Ben Johnson's offense. Speed in all caps for a system that wants to exploit space. And what about the rivals? Hardman in Green Bay, Moore in Minnesota. But Chicago didn't chase. The Flash. They signed a guy who knows how to win. DuVernay won the Super Bowl with the Ravens in 2023. Doesn't that count for more than any one-year contract? I'm telling you this, Ryan Poles played chess here. While the rivals are looking for flash, the Bears prioritize experience plus versatility. DuVernay doesn't just return kicks. He can break defenses on 3rd and long. With 977 career yards, he's a luxury WR4 doc. But is IT enough to challenge Detroit and Green Bay? It's March Brothers. The war in the NFC North is just beginning. But today, Chicago sent a message. We're not waiting. We're hunting victories from special teams. Now, question for you, Bears Nation. Did Poles make the right call prioritizing DuVernay over other speedball URS? Or should they have taken a chance with Hardman Moore to give Caleb Williams more weapons? Are you ready for what I'm about to drop? Because what's circulating in the mock drafts might shake your expectations for the draft. And not everyone's going to be happy about it. Check this out. Brendan Donahue, the second best guru of mock drafts in the last 5 years according to the Huddle Report, just released his 3.0 prediction for the Bears pick at number 10. And you know what? It's not Malik Neighbors. It's not Brock Bowers. Not even a wide receiver. His pick is Shemar Stewart, the defensive end from Texas A&M. Shemar Stewart. Come on, man. Seriously? Now, I ask you, what are we seeing here? On one hand, this young man is a combine monster. 6'5", 267 pounds, 4.59 in the 40-yard dash, 40-inch vertical jump. His area score is the highest in history for an edge rusher since 1987. He surpassed everyone, including generations of legends. Even Julio Jones would pale. But here's the problem, family. What good is all that athleticism if it doesn't translate into sacks on the field? Listen to these numbers, because they're alarming. 4.5 sacks in 3 seasons at Texas A&M, 12 tackles for. Loss in 37 games. Do you understand? That's an average of 1 sack every 9 games. Unacceptable. And now the Bears are going to burn the 10th pick on a project that relies more on his physique than on his actual production? Tell me this is a joke. But wait, not everything is negative. Stewart insists he's not a sack hunter, that his role was to enable others, and here's where I give him credit. His comparison to Julius Peppers, the Bears legend, is interesting. Our physique and skills are similar, he said at the Combine. But be careful. Peppers had 10.5 sacks in his junior season at Carolina, something Stewart never dreamed of. Modeling after a Hall of Famer is fine? Sure, but here's the hard question. Is this the time to bet on potential instead of results? And don't forget the context. If the Packers already had him for a visit, Green Bay smells blood. Are we really going to let the NFC North rivals take a prospect with this profile? Or is it a smokescreen tactic? I'm telling you this, fans. If Ryan Poles picks Stewart at 10, he's betting that Montez Sweat and Matt Eberflus can polish that rough diamond. But what if they can't? Wouldn't it be better to prioritize a WR like Neighbors, who guarantees immediate impact for Caleb Williams? That's what I want to discuss. Now, the question for you, is Shemar Stewart at number 10 a brilliant move by the Bears, or a mistake that fans will regret for years? Bears Nation, listen up. Ryan Poles' moves are making waves, and today we need your opinion. First, the Tevin Jenkins trade. Do you think Poles is building a Super Bowl team, or just accumulating players without a clear identity? Will, you miss his toughness on the offensive line, or was it a necessary sacrifice? Comment, but it doesn't end there. Second, the bet on DeAndre Carter and Duvernay as speedy receivers. Was it a good call not bringing back Hardman or forcing a trade for Elijah Moore? Are they giving Caleb Williams the tools to succeed, or did they fall short? We want to read your thoughts. Now, let's talk about the draft. Shemar Stewart at number 10, a future Pro Bowler, or a risk that could cost Poles his job. Do you trust that his dominant physique will make up for the lack of experience? This decision defines the Williams era, so submit your verdict. Bears Nation, this is more than a channel. We are a family that debates, celebrates, and suffers together. If you want to be part of every analysis, every rumor, and every war cry, click subscribe and hit the bell. Ready to join us in this new era? Comment. Go Bears and join this family. Together we'll live this historic season. See you in the next video.